welcome to the Courageous Self-Care Podcast. I'm your host, Christina Marlette. On this show, we talk about self-care that takes courage. It is not about going to the spa. It's not about eating well. It's not about exercising. It's about going deep inside. It goes well beyond bubble baths, chocolate, and wine. Often you need a guide because, hey, we don't know what we don't know. And it does take courage. It gets uncomfortable on the inside and there where it's murky and mysterious and unknown. But the benefit is that it will change your life so that you can start to prioritize your own well-being without really taking any extra time. Be sure to stick around until the end. I've got a free resource that I created for you. Well, we are coming to the final days of exploring foundation number 3, which is growing your gratitude. There are 12 foundations of courageous self-care, and correspondingly, there are 12 months. So each month we take a deep dive into practices and simple action-oriented steps that will help you incorporate that foundation into your life. This month we've been doing growing your gratitude. So I wanted to do a gratitude recap. We have covered a lot of different solutions on how to bring gratitude into your life. The thing about gratitude is that it's great to have manners and to say thank you, but when you strategically incorporate gratitude into your day, it truly changes everything. The gratitude episodes, if you want to hear more or take a revisit, they are episodes 36 through 56. That's a lot of gratitude. And I'm not saying do all of them. I'm saying pick one and experiment with it. Do a beta test for a month and see how it goes. The options are starting and ending your day with gratitude. We explored some specific practices around that. Also, outrageous gratitude, what to do with those hard times in life. I recently used outrageous gratitude on a situation that was really sad. It was a death in the family that was unexpected. And instead of focusing on what my mind wanted to do, which is get into the suffering, I used the outrageous gratitude practice and it completely shifted my feelings towards the event. We also talked about gratitude games that you can play with your kids and your family, and how to bring gratitude to your meals, how to shift your relationship with your body with gratitude. It's been juicy. So all of those practices are available in episodes 36 through 56. I think that's what I said. Yeah, 36 through 56. All right, now for the final gratitude activity I want to share with you. Before I do that, I want to get into how most of what we've done in terms of gratitude has been by yourself. And that is a great place to practice gratitude on your own. You don't really need any more time to do it. You just need to decide that where in your life you are spending time thinking about negative things and how you can change them into being grateful. It's exchanging one practice for the other. Most people tend to focus on the negative. That's how our brains are wired. But the great news is neuroplasticity. It means that our brains can be rewired to do what we want them to do so that they serve us instead of bring us down and increase and perpetuate our suffering. Now, gratitude on your own, fantastic. If you really want to amplify the experience, I highly recommend gratitude in community. Getting together with a group of people, often what happens is the energy can drop unless we are consciously focusing on lifting it up. People like to talk about bad news. They like to complain. They like to commiserate with each other. It happens consistently, and it's a habit. What we can shift into is gratitude in community. And if you really want to supercharge what good you're bringing into your life, practice gratitude in community. I have 2 ways that you can do that. So first of all, the practice is called an appreciation feast. We're going to explore 2 ways that you can do it. An appreciation feast is getting together for a meal, and instead of talking about the mundane and the day-to-day, decide as a group or bring it into the group yourself that, I heard this podcast and I want to try this idea. So number one is a gratitude practice, and that is going around the table and everyone at the beginning of the meal or throughout the meal takes a turn and says what they are grateful for. We've been doing this since our kids were little, and even little kids love to get in on this. They may not fully understand what's going on, but they sure resonate with the vibration of people being in gratitude. It's smiles all around. My son, when he was 2, every time we did, "What are you grateful for, Oakley?" he would say, "I'm grateful for hippos and cranberries." So he loved hippos and cranberries. And that's what he would always say he was grateful for. It was a very exciting day when he branched out of that. And now I have a niece who's 2 years old, Eliana, and she totally gets it when we do our gratitude in our Sunday dinners. She'll say that she says she's grateful for her favorite stuffy. And my nephew, who is 5, he loves to say that he's grateful for family because everyone goes, "Aw," and he likes that feedback. So we love to do this in our family of 4. We love to do it if my husband and I are just together, we go through some gratefuls then. And if we're in our big family Sunday dinner, we take an opportunity to do that too. It is a wonderful way to bring the conversation up out of the complaining and the stress inducing, and it really resonates better with celebration when you're in gratitude. The other way that you can do an appreciation feast, and this is amazing, I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you. It is to take each person, and then everyone around the table goes around and says what they appreciate about that person. And we're looking for qualities that we love about them. We do this in our family on a regular basis. And then when that person's done, you will see that they're absolutely glowing. And then you go on to the next person. And then everyone around the table gets to say what they appreciate about that person. Obviously, this one takes more time. It can be the focus of your entire meal together. And everyone will leave the meal feeling not just satiated with food, but all filled up with goodness. Sometimes it can even be really surprising on what it is that people appreciate about us. It can expand our awareness of ourselves because other people see often what we don't see in ourselves. And I've especially seen this happen in workshops that I've run where we've done this. People tend to appreciate about us what we on the inside criticize ourselves for. So it can help shift paradigms. It is such a powerful practice. So practicing gratitude in community, specifically with an appreciation feast, 2 ways. Number 1, gratitude going around and saying what each person is grateful for. Option number 2, this is more advanced and has an even bigger bang for your buck, although it's free. It is the appreciation and going around and everyone having a turn. Magnificent. I would love to hear about your experience with it. Thank you for sticking around. I want to share a resource with you. It's called the Top 10 Energy Drains. So we tend to drain our energy in at least 10 different ways without even knowing it. This is a mini course that shares with you the top 10 ways that we drain our energy and then how to plug up those drains so that we have more energy and then we can give from the overflow rather than giving with resentment and bitterness. So you can get that at my website, ChristinaMarlette.com. The link is in the description. This show airs Monday through Friday. I invite you to come back if this is your first time so that you can hear more great information. And next month, we will be shifting into foundation number 4 of Courageous Self-Care. And I'm going to keep it a secret so that you come back. Ha-ha. I would love to leave you with this thought. There is nothing selfish about courageous self-care. One of the main reasons that I hear from women that they don't take care of themselves or prioritize their well-being is that they feel guilty, spending time on themselves rather than on other people. However, what I see in those very same women is that they continue to give and give and give. They have nothing left for themselves or for others, and then they end up being irritated with their loved ones. They snap at them. They feel resentful and bitter when they are doing things for them. And that's not how we want to be. It's actually selfish not to practice courageous self care because all of your relationships suffer. When you practice courageous self care, doing things like growing your gratitude, like we've talked about this month, then you can give from that overflow. You can give how you're designed to give with love and openness and joy. There is nothing selfish about that. I encourage you to try out this appreciation feast. I look forward to hearing your comments. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye bye for now.